So today's topic is a little bit different from anything I've done up until now. I'm going to tell a story about how entrepreneurs are risking something that they don't necessarily know they're risking, and why it's better to know that you are risking it so that you can choose it consciously. I'm Lori Reeves, founder and CEO of Brand Strength. I'm a fulfillment strategist and coach, and I help service providers develop, market, and sell the offer of their dreams to the clients of their dreams. I gotta tell you something. It's a story. Story Lori's in the house. So this is not really a story that I want to tell, but I'm gonna tell it because sometimes you just gotta hear your own stories to hear the wisdom that's within you and to know what you need to do. So I went to a conference recently with a very dear friend of mine, and we were sitting in a session together listening to a speaker talk. And she was very dynamic, very good, very engaging. And she asked us to think about what version of ourselves are we constantly putting out there? Are we the same person in every situation? Well, my friend and I looked at each other and I said to her, mostly, I think in person, I'm the same everywhere. And she said, well, when are you not the same? I said, well, in my videos, I'm a little subdued. And she goes, yeah, why are you like that? And I was like, oh snap. Here I thought I was doing a pretty good job of bringing my personality into my videos. And she said, when I'm with you, when it's the two of us in person, you're vibrant and fun and this person, I love being around. But that's not who I see in your videos. And I was like, oh no, that's not what I want to hear. And I said, well, I also feel like I'm this vibrant, energetic person. And I said, I picture myself holding events and conferences and dancing on stage, coming out to a song that I love and dancing and having people dance and sing with me and telling jokes and asking other people to tell jokes and laughing most of the day. And she said, yeah, honestly, if you were to hold an event, people would be shocked if that's what they got. And I was like, no, this is my worst nightmare. So I thought about it a lot, and I really thought about what is it about myself why am I holding back like this? Why am I not just being more real, being more me in my videos? And I realized that I'm completely afraid to be too much, to be a little bit not serious enough, even though I have my own personal motto of you don't have to take yourself seriously to be serious about success or to be serious about your business, right? I'm serious about helping people. That doesn't mean I'm always serious. I'm in person, I'm hardly ever serious. I'm the person who people look to when it's a rough situation and people are like, oh, we need to be cheered up. Somebody cheer us up. Lori will do it. So that's how I see myself. And it pains me to know that the people who know me in real life, who know what I'm like to be around, don't see me in the videos I've been creating. So I kind of came to this crossroads. Do I keep making videos or do I change the medium? Because if I'm not great at making videos, which I've been making them for almost a year now, if I'm not great at that, maybe I need to change the medium. So I'm thinking about that. Maybe it will be better for me to just do a podcast where I'm talking. I don't feel like people are looking at me and I have to look a certain way when I'm doing doing content, because it won't be on video. Excuse me. So that's a possibility. But I also, as I was thinking through how I'm going to tell this story and how my friend really helped me, and what she did was she risked our relationship to be real with me because she really truly cares about me and my success and my business. She was willing to say to me, you're not doing as well as I think you could, and I think you could improve. That's a hard thing to say. And my mentor, Stacy, talks a lot about risking relationships. Of course, she's talking about coaching people and making sure that you're saying the hard thing to somebody you're coaching, because that hard advice, even though it's hard to hear, it's what people need to hear. So I was thinking about this concept of risking the relationship and how my friend did that with me, and how I have not been doing that with you. I have not been risking the relationship by being the real me, because I've been afraid that I'm just a little bit too much. And at the conference, when we were sitting there, and we were talking a little bit more about how I am with my videos and how I want to come across and how I want people to really know me. And I turned to her and I said, I'm goofalicious is what I am. And she said, oh, you are, write that down. So I wrote it down. I'm goofalicious. And what that means to me, it's like this combination of like deliciously goofy, right? So like that's how I felt about it when I said it, because I am goofy. I'm playful. I love to joke around. I love to laugh. I also love marketing and business and talking about, getting out there and putting yourself and out there and doing what you feel like you're meant to do. Like that lights me up. It gets me so excited. And I don't want to separate the two things anymore. So then when I was thinking about risking the relationship and how I wasn't willing to do that in my videos, then all of a sudden I started realizing that I was risking the relationship even if I didn't realize I was doing it. So how? Well, here's how. I'm either risking the relationship consciously by being my goofy self in front of you to allow you to see my videos and say, she's not for me. I'm either doing it like that, or I'm doing it the other way. Like my friend said, if you were to hold a conference or a workshop, people who are attending are not going to be ready for who you are. So I'd be risking the relationship of them finding out who I am later on, and it could be in a group, it could be a one-on-one, finding out then that they don't like the real me. So either way, I'm risking the relationship. So I would just much rather be authentic and risk it on the front end so that nobody goes down the road of thinking I'm one way, really start working with me and seeing that I'm another way. So this has really helped me understand that you can't not risk relationships. Even in my mentor Stacy's concept of it, when she's talking about coaching people and saying the hard thing, if you don't do that, if you are a coach and you're in a coaching relationship with somebody and they need to be told something and you don't tell them, you're also risking the relationship, because they might look at you and say, I counted on you, I relied on you to tell me what I needed to do, and you wouldn't do it. So I'm done. So you're either going to risk the relationship consciously or you're going to risk it unconsciously. And I would just urge you to risk it consciously. Be real. Be you. Be true. Don't be hurtful. Obviously, there are ways to say things in different ways so that people don't feel offended or attacked. When my friend said to me, why do you do this? Why are you different in your videos than you are when it's just the two of us? That was her way of risking the relationship and doing it in a way that didn't hurt me in the process, right? She was very careful about not saying, yeah, your videos are awful, or I don't even like to watch them because you don't seem like you to me. She didn't say that. But she did risk the relationship. She risked me getting upset with her, which is what risking the relationship is all about. But had she not done that, and I came to this realization on my own later, would I have thought that she was a real true friend to me if she wasn't willing to say, I see that you can improve. I think you're amazing and I would love to see that here. If she didn't say that, then I would have felt like she's not really a close friend to me. And that, again, is a risk to our relationship. So you can't get away from it. You're going to risk your relationships. You might as well be you, be all out, do you, show up as you, truthfully, honestly, with tenderness and caring and empathy for other people, but not in this way of showing up where you're trying to be reserved or trying to fit into what you think other people want you to be. Because you're risking the relationship either way. And I would just love to see more people like me who feel like they're a little extra, a little different, a little maybe not acceptable. Just be what they are. So this is my pledge to you. I'm going to try to be much more conversational, much more real. I'm going to promise to be a little more goofy, because I am goofalicious. I'm deliciously goofy. So if you don't like that, I would much rather you know now who I am and what I'm about, so that you can go, you know what? I've been looking for somebody who's a little bit more lighthearted about all this business stuff. It can feel really heavy. I want somebody who's going to add a little fun to it, a little levity. That's what you'll get with me. It is in person, for sure. And I'm going to do a much better job of bringing my real personality into my videos, because I am truly here to serve you. And if I'm not bringing all of me to you, that's doing a disservice. That's me risking so much more than the relationship, because I believe that I have a lot to share. I have a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience. And I love seeing people with a dream and a vision of changing the world in some way. And if that's you, if you have this vision of changing the world in some way, whether that's big or small, and you've been looking for somebody to help you bring that dream to life, I would love to be that person for you. I hope that you got a little bit out of Story Lori today, out of my little story here for you, a new understanding of like what risking a relationship really means and how you can't get away from it. And I hope that it helps you take a look at yourself and go, am I being the same everywhere? Or am I trying to adjust who I'm showing up as to fit in to whatever I think this group is expecting of me? If you are doing that, you are not bringing all of the goodness of yourself with you everywhere you go. And I would love to see you do that. So if you like this video, give it a like. I would love to hear what you have to say. Risk the relationship with me. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think being goofy is a bad idea. If it is to you, then you're probably not the right person to be in my audience. And that's fine if you feel like there's somebody else out there who can be more serious and be more buttoned up, and that's what you want. There are plenty of people out there, and I would invite you to go find somebody who you feel resonates with you. But if you're feeling like, okay, some realness, some actual real talk here, somebody who's being vulnerable, I like that. I want to be more vulnerable. I would love to hear from you. Whatever you have to say, feel free to risk the relationship and let me know. I'll see you again on my next video next week.